Evan Lazar here from Gillette Stadium for CLNS Media, covering your New England Patriots. RPOs, that's the buzzword that we're going to discuss in this video today. Asking the Patriots coaches about run-pass options over the last couple of days has definitely gotten some rolled eyes and some stressful looks from inside linebackers coach Jerod Mayo, Bill Belichick. I think head coaches and coaches around the NFL think that RPOs is a media buzzword that we overreact to, and we get caught up in the fancy scheme plays that look like run plays but can also be pass plays. Well, the Miami Dolphins, no matter if you think that this is some media buzzword or not, threw 6 completions for 70 yards off of RPOs in Sunday's loss to Miami. The very first play from scrimmage for Miami, an RPO to Jalen Waddle that gained 17 yards. They also hit one later on in that drive to get closer to the goal line before they punched it in with a Tua Tagovailoa run. So RPOs were a big problem for the Patriots in Sunday's loss to Miami. How do they fix it? Well, I spoke to inside linebackers coach Jerod Mayo on Tuesday, and he said run players are run players, pass players are pass players. So that tells you that the Patriots are hoping to get better coverage from their DBs, and that's going to lead to more success on RPOs. The problem is when you dial up an RPO against zone coverage and you get those linebackers at the second level of the defense flowing uphill to get down to the pullers or get down to the run blocking and get into the fit, that pulls them out of their zone responsibilities in the middle of the field. Let's go back to that play to Jalen Waddle that I just spoke about. On that play, the Patriots are in a cover 3 zone. Dont'a Hightower has the hook curl responsibility in cover 3 right into the window that Jalen Waddle caught that pass and then ran with it after the catch. That zone is not J.C. Jackson's responsibility necessarily. So what happens when you have the RPO element? The pulling guard, he pulls Dont'a Hightower up into the fit. That takes him out of his coverage responsibility, and there's nobody to close the middle of the field. So whether they still allow catch Jalen Waddle or not, at least Hightower, if he's spot dropping into his zone responsibility, is going to be there to limit the yards after the catch. Instead, it's a runway. It's a lot of open space there in the middle of the field, and Waddle gains 17 yards. So what can the Patriots do to fix it? My guess is they're going to stick to that run players as run players, pass players as pass players mantra, and just ask the DBs to cover tighter. But I think that this is going to have to take a schematic adjustment from Bill Belichick, and we know he's great at those. You look at the college game and you see how college defenses defend RPOs. Most of the time on first and second down, they go a man short in the fit. And what I mean by that is they try to stop the run with 4 or 5 guys and they drop a linebacker backside into that route combination and make sure that they take away those underneath throws. Now the Patriots have big guys up front. Lawrence Guy, Devon Godshaw, Matt Judon. You put Hightower on the line of scrimmage or bring Dietrich Wise in there for another big body. They have the physical run stuffers on the line of scrimmage to be able to hold up a man down in the run fit. You get those linebackers to bail out, drop underneath those passes, and yeah, you might give up some chunk plays on the ground. Maybe you give up 4 or 5 yards per carry over the course of a game against RPOs, but 4 or 5 yards per carry is a lot better than over 10 yards per pass attempt, which is what Tua Tagovailoa averaged against RPOs in Sunday's loss to Miami. So get those linebackers out of there. Allow those second level guys to bail out and get underneath those routes and close off the middle of the field. That might help the Patriots adjust to RPOs. They're going to see them against Zach Wilson and the Jets. If they put it on tape that they can't stop RPOs, you know other teams are going to RPO the crap out of them, as we tend to say here in football land. That's what you do, right? When you see something that another team can't stop, you keep running it until they prove to you that they can. Our Patriots content on CLNS Media is brought to you by the Legends brand. Comfortable apparel that you will want to wear all day long. Go to legendsbrand.com and use the promo code GARDEN20 for 20% off your first order.